Let's go!
What's up, warriors? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is highly anticipated. I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna be talking about some of my paranormal experiences. Ghosts, ghouls, goblins, etc. I've experienced a few, so we are definitely gonna get into that. Today's video is also very important because at the end, I will be announcing what you guys are getting in my 10K giveaway. After the story, I will be announcing all the rules and regulations and showing you what you're getting. The first one happened in this house. Oh my gosh. This actually happened while both me and my mom were there, so I knew for sure. I was like, okay, this just happened. I was a very late bloomer as far as driving was concerned. I just did not have any desire to get behind the wheel of a car. It has very much been driven in my mind as a car is a weapon. If you do not know how to use it, you will kill yourself or other people. So I waited until I was in college. I got my permit when I turned 20. And by that time I was ready. Okay, I wasn't ready to drive, but my mama was ready for me to drive. She said, I need help around this house. You need to go get these groceries. I can't be driving these kids all over the... So yes, I went and got my permit. It took me 2 times. Once I started driving, the beginning was rough. But once I started driving, I was like, okay, this is cute. Yes, my music. I look cute in this rear view mirror. Yes, ma'am. I was all about it, so I wanted to drive all the time. On this particular day, it was really, really rainy outside, but I think my sister or somebody needed to be picked up from somewhere. I wanted to volunteer myself and go get them because I'm driving now, like I'm that girl. I can be your Uber, it is what it is. Pay me in Starbucks, I don't care, I just want to get behind the wheel. So my mom and I were standing in our kitchen, and the way that our kitchen is set up, there's a kitchen and then there's like our back staircase. I was standing on the staircase, my mom was standing by our sink. In our kitchen, above the sink, is a plaque. It's a plaque with a little prayer on it and some prayer hands that belong to my great-grandma Catherine, who I am named after. My middle name is Catherine, with a C, gang gang. But yeah, we've had it since she passed away. She passed away when I was a baby. But the entire 12, 13 years we've been living in this house, that plaque has been above our sink. It has never been moved. It has never been touched. Once it was hung up there, it was left. So my mom and I are going back and forth. We're not having like an argument, but I'm basically like giving her my entire case as to why she should let me drive the car even though it's pouring outside and I've never driven in like inclement weather like that. So stupid. I just wanted to be cute and get inside the car. So I was telling her, Mom, I'm really getting used to driving. I passed my permit. You know, I had my permit. I need to get my hours in. Like every excuse I could give her, like I was just giving it to her. And doing a really good job of pleading my case because she was actually starting to sway my way. Like you could see. Kids, we know, when you try to convince your parents or something and you know you got their neck, you just, and they sitting there and they listening and you can just tell that you're changing their minds. That's what was happening. So while I'm flapping my gums, running my mouth, my mom is just standing there listening to me. At the end of my little speech, I'm like, can I please just go? Like, can you please just let me drive? This plaque that has been sitting over top of our kitchen sink for 12 years falls. And it don't just fall, it slams down and falls into the sink. Makes a big loud noise and I'm just like, what's happening? What is that? What is that? What's going on? What is that? My mom walks over to the sink, picks up the plaque, my great-grandmother's plaque out of the sink, looked at it, looked at me, and then she said, you heard what your great-grandmother said? She said no. Bruh, my body went cold. This plaque is hanging, it has like a little hole at the top. It's hanging on a nail. It's not a big enough hole where it could just fall or fall up. No, somebody would have had to physically pick it up and bring it down. The nail was still in the wall. Oh my God. The nail was still in the wall and the plaque had just fallen like it wasn't attached to anything. Blew my mind, blew my mind, blew my mind. Fun fact, my great-grandmother actually saved my dad's life when he was younger. My dad wanted to go somewhere with his friends. His friends were like driving. They were going to like a house party or something. My great-grandmother said, do not get in that car. You should not be in that car. Do not go anywhere with that boys. I have a bad feeling. Do not go anywhere. My dad decides not to go. His friends still go to the party. The next day, they found out they had gotten into a really bad car accident. Several of the boys died and all of them were injured. She literally saved his life. And in that moment, that was literally all I was thinking about. I was like, okay, like I won't go anywhere. Absolutely not. You got it, grandma. Like, it's straight. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. Your message is heard loud and clear. Because the weather was bad and I was a new driver. I'd only been driving for like 2 weeks or something like that. Only God knows what could have happened if I would have gotten in the car and driven that night. I do not know, but that entire situation got my neck. It was insane. It was insane. I think about it all the time because we put it back up on the wall and it hasn't moved since. Why would it move? It hasn't moved since. That was the first like blatant, like I've experienced little things here and there, but that was the first like completely blatant, tangible, visible experience I had with an entity. Before I get into the bigger one, I'm gonna jump back a little bit because I definitely had one that was, now that I think about it, it was kind of prominent. My grandfather passed away about 4 years ago. When he passed away, I was at college. I was nowhere near my family. I went to school like 5 hours away from home. Basically had to do most of that like mourning by myself before I could come home to go to the funeral. For those of you guys who do not know, I do believe in God. That reason and a bunch of other reasons, like, you know, led me to that, but I do believe in God. And I was just praying because there was nothing else that I could do. I wanted some type of relief. I wanted some form of peace. And I just wanted to feel like I knew he was in a better place. Also, that he was just okay in general, that he went peacefully. Like, I just didn't know. So I wanted that sense of calmness so that I could go about, because I was still at school. Like, I had to go to classes like when the week started. I was praying, I said my prayer, and then towards the end of the night, I was getting ready for bed and I was just laying in my bed, still upset obviously, but just thinking about him like really, really heavily. And then I felt this warm sensation over me. And it wasn't because I was laying in bed and I had a blanket on, but I kept my room kind of cold. My roommate kept our rooms kind of cold. I'm gonna be quiet. But I felt this warm sensation over me. Like it was so comforting and so like, it's really hard to describe. It just felt like I was being hugged. Kind of. Does that make any sense? Like I was tingling all over, like I was just laying there and I was just like, oh, like what is this? Wow, I think that was my grandpa. It was insane in the moment. I don't even think I've told anybody this, but I was very like calmed instantly. It was literally exactly what I needed. Thinking back to that moment, I'm like, yeah, I think that definitely was him. So, okay, so now on to the big, this story actually happened in college. If anybody went to my school, hey, shout out KioshiWarrior, they might laugh at this because it's been said like even before I got there that this building was haunted. Oh yes, it is haunted. And I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Steel Hall on my campus is the theater building. This is where the main stage is, the black box, classrooms. This is where all the theater majors take their classes. I had a night class in the building directly across from Steel Hall, so I didn't want to sit in there and wait. I go into the green room because that's where the comfy couch and all the pillows and stuff are, and I lay my backpack down, I get comfortable. When you go into the green room, there are two doors. There's a door on the left side of the room, and there's a door like directly across in the middle. There's like little stairs to go up like through that door. No other windows, just those two doors and like little windows next to them. The room is motion censored, like with lights, and I'm not still, like I'm moving around. The lights go off. I snap my finger, I like put my hand up, like move around, you know, like to activate the motion sensor. It would not come on. I'm like, okay sis, go over to the wall. The lights will not come on. I need light. I decide I can no longer stay in this room. So I grab my backpack, I grab my books. As I'm putting on my backpack, getting ready to leave, I see a shadow. Jesus. I see a shadow go past the door. I froze. I'm just standing there because it goes past the front door. Like I said, there's another door on this side. So I'm waiting to see if it was the shadow of a person or just a shadow. I wait for a couple of seconds because the hallway's not that long. I wait to see if another shadow goes past the door. It does not. I'll tell you what it did do though. Went right back across the door. It went right back across the front door. Hello! I felt trapped. I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? At that time, I was talking to a young man. I called him immediately and I was like, hello, hey, can you come to Steel? I'm trapped in the green room. It's a whole ass ghost outside. He on the phone talking about something. What? I need to be safe. saved. You need to come walk me out of this building. I cannot leave, I'm afraid. He said okay, and then he comes, opens the door to the green room, and I'm just sitting on the couch with my belongings like, tell me why when he came in, the damn lights came on. Clearly, you ain't no real ghost, because if you was really about that life, you would have let the lights come on, would have let me have my moment, show me what you got. Don't be running away and acting all cute just because he's here. Oh, you're a fool. I felt so disrespected. I'm like, you didn't even give me a chance. Like, you really just play these chicken shit games with me. Okay, girl. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed my little spooky stories or whatever. And now, first I'm gonna show you guys all that I got you for the giveaway, and then I'm gonna go over the rules and such. Okay, let's get into it. The first thing I got you guys was this Morphe 35V palette. I do not want to open it to like show you the color, so I'm gonna put a picture right here. But the palette is gorgeous. Like, I love Morphe palettes so much. Their stuff is such good quality. Some of them are eyeshadows, some of them are pressed pigments. But yeah, it's a gorgeous palette. Like, I wanted it for myself, but again, I love you guys, so this is yours. To go along with your Morphe 35V palette, I got you guys the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Eye Master collection, because I wasn't gonna give you a palette and no brushes, like, girl, what? Y'all are always so sweet talking about my skin, girl. If y'all ain't know, oh, these lights do a girl good. I'm not one of them Korean 10-step skincare people, but I do like to take good care of my skin. So I decided to get you guys a couple of these are two of my favorite products. They're both by Mario Badescu. This is the facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. Let me tell you something. I spray this on my face before I do my makeup. I also use it as a toner. But this is really good. It's really refreshing. You spray it on your face and you just feel like, goddess. I also got you guys this Ginseng Moist Cream. It is a moisturizer. Even if you don't like do a whole bunch of steps, after you cleanse your face, you should always moisturize with something. This is really, really good. I love it so much. Okay, so these next two things, I didn't think that they would go together, but I guess they kind of do. Well, for like what I would use them for. I got you this really cute gold-plated notebook that says full of ideas. You can't see it, I'm not a guru, okay. It's a notebook, it's plain. It has about like 200 something pages in it. I have so many journals, it makes no sense, for different things. Because I have insomnia like really bad, I find it helps to get all of my ideas and everything that's in my head out of my head before I like lay down and go to sleep. So I got you this journal. In addition to that, I got you guys this water lotus candle. I'm not one of them like super sweet smelling people. I like clean smells, I like fresh smells. This is one of my favorite candles like ever. It smells so fresh, so clean. Ooh, yes. Light a candle right before you about to hop in the shower. Listen, let me paint the picture. You come home from a long day of work. You tired, you achy. You really, really, really need to just relax. Get ready to go to sleep. Rejuvenate yourself. You come home, you light this candle, allow the aroma to fill your room, and then you go bathe. You take a nice hot shower. You get out after you wash your face, you spray on your Mario Badescu, you just fresh. And then you get in your bed, and then you just write in your journal. Just write down everything that you're thinking about, all your hopes, all your dreams, everything that's in your head, and then you just lay down and rest. Don't that sound nice? It sounds so nice. But yes, everybody needs a good candle, and I think everybody should have a journal, so these two. Also, I just like how simple it looks. The label's not too much, it's just got a little top. And when you take the top off, you can sit it on the top, you see? You see? Functionality, yes. Now for the last thing I got you guys. Okay, so I'm not a purse girl. I don't really do purses. I do backpacks, fanny packs sometimes, but most of the time it's backpacks. So I got you guys this cute little mini backpack. Isn't this cute? This is such my aesthetic. Oh my God. It's patent, it's cute, it's smooth. It has a lot of space actually. I didn't take any of the paper or anything out, but like I opened it up, lots of space. The straps are very structured. It's a new bag, so don't do the most. But yeah, once you wear it, it'll loosen up a little bit, but the straps are adjustable. I love it. It's so early 2000s. I'm just like, oh. But yes, that is all the things that I got you guys for the giveaway. So here's how you can win. It's really simple. I'm not gonna do the most. You have to be 1, subscribe to my channel. 2, you must like this video. 3, you must leave a comment underneath this video. Doesn't matter what it is, it can be anything, but you have to hashtag KW giveaway. I will will be closing this giveaway the second week in January, so that's plenty of time. This week's word of the week is Michael Sings on Instagram. He is so sweet. Go follow him. Let him know that I sent you. And even if you aren't entering the giveaway, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell, turn on them notifications, because YouTube is always on games. And I will see you guys in my next video.